Ladies and gentlemen, Two Dudes Talk Music in conjunction with E. Brown Industries and Big Jerry Burger brings to you everybody's new favourite game show, Get in the Bin. Now, let's go to our host, Reverend Raph and the beer buddy, Kyle. Welcome back to the Two Dudes Talk Music YouTube channel. I am Reverend Raph, joined once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the beer buddy.
Hello.
And our mates from Blkmoth. We got Andy, Matthew, Jez, Ben, and Daniel. And it is time. It's a Sunday night, which means it's time for everybody's favorite game show, Get in the Bin. So the premise here, the whole concept is we talk to our esteemed guests and we say, if you could have, you've collected all the Infinity Stones and the Gauntlet and you can just snap your fingers and eliminate something out of the music business, what would it be and why? It can be big or small. It can be selfish or altruistic. It can be any aspect of the music business or anything adjacent that you see fit. Whoever wants to go first, what would you eliminate from the music business and why?
I feel like Ben's got something cooking.
Yeah. I kind of do.
He probably has a few.
You only get one each. You can share.
I think depending on bands like budget and whether they can afford it, I think the one thing I would eliminate is bands using in-house sound guys.
Ooh.
Okay. So you think ideally every band should bring their own sound guy.
Ben's a sound engineer. He's ready to work. Bring him in.
Okay. So
I think
give us your reasoning there. Give us your reasoning there.
I've done my time doing like in-house sound, but I've also been to so many venues that's like half the venues, like the in-house like sound guys, great, they know what they're doing. And then you go to another sound like venue and it's like, I can't hear shit. And it gives me the wrong impression of the band.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will agree with you on that because a good sound engineer can make or break a band's sound on said day.
Yes.
I will agree with you on that, 100%.
I mean, it's interesting. Like, I think this is one of the reasons that you see a lot of bands moving towards trying to have like their own sort of IEM rig for on stage, so that they can so that the sound guy doesn't have to worry about like making sure the band can hear themselves. Like that's taken care of, and then all the sound guy has to really worry about is front of house. Which does, like, I guess that does take a little bit of the pressure off in that regard. They can just focus on front of house. They don't have to worry about the band, getting the band sorted because the band's already got that under control. But I don't know. I'm just trying to like imagine. I'm just imagining a world where like there's a five band bill and there's like 6 fucking sound guys because you got the in-house sound guy. And then each band's got their own sound guy to fucking run their shit.
You need an extra member.
It's almost like a certain band with 9 members had their own.
I do appreciate what you're saying, where it should be like.
Like I get the reasoning. I completely get the reasoning. I do.
It makes sense. It makes sense, but maybe for bigger venues.
Yeah.
But no, that's that. I mean, hey, this is
your choice, bro.
It's your picks. This is your picks.
I like it.
There you go.
Like, but you know what the funny thing is? That's a first.
Yeah,
normally get with these cliche things, where I'm not going to get pissed off if any of you say it, like Spotify or streaming or anything like that. That was a different one. I like that.
Yeah. There you go. All right, who's up next?
This is a bit of a hot take, but I reckon just get rid of barriers at venues. Barriers suck. I am not a barrier person at all, man.
You go to too many hardcore shows.
Yeah, like that's probably just my like caveman hardcore brain speaking. But it's like,
I mean, it's a bit of a joy kill.
I look at like a speeder or a Shinto katana set. and when they're jumping up on stage and shit, and I'm just like, motherfucker, that's too crazy. I did that once and I instantly regretted it.
Like,
Asking people to get up on stage.
I'm the
That
vocalist
that was
will.
scare me on stage.
I'm the
What if you-
vocalist. I'm the type of vocalist that will literally jump in and mosh with the crowd, like to our own music, just because it's like, like,
You've done that already.
yeah, I've done it. I did it at our first show. Like, I literally just jumped in and started moshing for the last song because the riffs are fat.
It is
But,
also
You don't
funny
like
when
your own
you're
music,
at
fuck.
a,
Yeah.
you're at a
Like-
show and you're enjoying the music, and there's just these stone-faced security guards just like
Yeah.
staring at you. Like, I understand why they're there, but it's just like
I think
kind of a
I think
funny-
smaller. I think there's smaller venues definitely need to sort of rethink if the barrier is a useful tool for their space. Like once you start getting a bit bigger, like once by the time you get into the size of like Fortitude Music Hall and stuff, it's kind of like okay, you need barriers there because
It's a safety thing.
It's a safety thing, and like the stage is kind of taller than a lot of people, so you can't be right up against the stage there. But yes, I think in terms of smaller venues, absolutely. Like, I think like I can remember the days when Crowbar Sydney, back when it was still the Bald Faced Stag, and before they kind of revamped that, and they didn't have barriers there. You were just at the fucking stage, which was kind of like waist height sort of thing, and that was cool, and that was a definite vibe. And then when they shifted towards, when they kind of revamped it to be Crowbar and started shifting more towards trying to get some of the smaller internationals and stuff in, they put the barrier in to sort of create a bit of space there. And I guess that's a bit of the trade-off, but I get what you mean. Like barriers can, especially at smaller venues, can take away a bit of that intimacy.
100%.
And it's maybe something that's not as necessary for crowd control at smaller venues.
Yeah.
So
Like
this
that thing,
section of the show is like we give our hot takes, and then Kyle and Raph just explain to us why it's not sensible.
No,
why it's a trash show.
We're not intending
We try and find a middle ground.
We
We try and find a middle
we-
ground.
Yeah.
we try and
Because
see,
we'd love it.
we try and discuss both sides and balance, have a balanced discussion about it essentially. Like,
Yeah.
'cause,
Hey, because in a
otherwise the
perfect
video
world,
would be like 2 minutes long if everyone just went, get rid of this, this, and this. All right, cool. See you later. Like it's just, we need the
nuance.
We need the video to be like in that sort of 10 to 20 minute range. Like it gets the algorithm happy. It's the whole thing. It's
To be fair, we've never actually been called out like that, Raph.
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Jez is,
He's gonna hate. They're gonna hate us now, Jez.
Yeah. All of y'all are
Thank you.
welcome.
No,
All
we
of
love
y'all
Thank
that.
you,
We love
Jeremy.
that.
Except Jez. No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna look like
I'm just
bloody cunts.
I'm just 1.5 of these kaiju crush in, and so the hot takes are just
okay.
going to get hotter.
Blaming it on the alcohol.
4.7%
Jez,
alcohol.
Jez,
in
can I
these.
just say you have a very fantastic tasting beer.
Oh yeah, this is good, isn't it? How good
This is
kaiju?
isn't that Stockade Brewery?
Oh, what? I don't know. It's
Watch how
Kaiju.
sad I am. I'm pretty sure that's Stockade, but that's a good beer.
yeah.
That's very good beer.
Yeah, he's got the name Beer Buddy
really
for a
good.
reason.
You're a man of taste. You're a man of
Yeah.
taste, my friend.
I
But
see
oh,
a high
look-
ABV, and I think, yep.
Oh
that's
yeah,
good.
it's going to get you there.
Also,
It's gonna get you there.
Shout out to Happy Cow as well, my favorite little cheese snack.
Oh.
Delicious.
Sponsor us.
Delicious.
Sponsor us.
Can you remember? No, we actually the only sponsor that Blkmoth wants, and this is our dream show, is put a show at the Fry Brothers car park, and Fry Brothers can sponsor us.
Yes.
That is the
It's the best
food
burger
Sydney.
in town. Is in Mount Druid, and we love that place.
Oh, yeah.
Where?
No.
Nah, you don't get to say that's the best burger in town, and I haven't eaten it. Where is it
Right.
at?
Mount Druitt.
Mount Druitt.
It's not in Mount Druitt now because they just opened a shop in Blacktown. But my mate took me there. Bro, best Nashville chicken I've ever had in my life.
Fried Brothers is
Pretty
ubiquitous with Blkmoth.
Yeah,
Like,
It
it's
is
something known.
amazing.
Well, that
Look,
sounds like something
It's
you guys can
cheap
try
and
and
is
tee up. then.
amazing.
That's it. Definitely.
Oh,
Maybe
I'm there.
maybe
I'm
when
there.
the
messengers all.
maybe when the EP comes around, you can do the EP launch show in the fucking car park and like just
Nah, we'll ask them. We'll have a listening
Yeah.
party in Fry Brothers.
Yeah.
I don't care.
that'll be sick.
yeah.
It would
just-
be sick.
Oh,
All right, who are we gonna have to
who's
tell
next?
to calm down next?
I would say, as a drummer, I'm not. I love a good drum kit, and so when there's like a dodgy drum kit, I'm not like the greatest fan.
It's a shitty house kits.
The shitty house kit.
And
Well, we
I
don't
agree.
even get a kit. We have to always bring our own. But
Yeah.
I did a
I figured
show
there'd
once.
be something.
I did
Figured
sound at
they
a
had
show
something.
once, and the kit had no like sound hole, like on the kick drum.
Mm.
And the only
Is it
mics we had were the ones that like go inside the kick drum.
Which one? Just
Yeah, make
Make a
one.
hole.
Here you go.
And so I literally told the drummer, I was like, I'm gonna have to get a knife and cut a hole in your skin. I'll pay for it. Yeah.
Wow. But I mean, yeah, decent house kit. I mean, that's if
Yeah.
100%. Like you can't.
To be fair, who doesn't have a hole in their kick drum?
Okay, so it was a very, very new here. He literally bought it like 2 days before.
That's his fucking fault. Don't offer your shit out. That's his fucking fault. Sucked in.
Bro, should just
Trigger
walked
the
up,
guy, man.
booted it.
At least
I don't
put a
care.
hole in your. At least put a hole in your kick drum. Like, jeez, it's fucking lazy. I agree.
Thankfully he's like one of my best friends. So he was like, "Oh no, that's fine."
No, you can tell him from me. Put a fucking hole in your kick drum. Fuck it.
Yeah. All right, who's
All right,
next?
so-
But I do agree with him as a sound guy.
Yeah, I think it's Jeremy and me that is missing.
Yeah.
You go first, Jerry.
So I don't.
You muted, Jazz.
Yep.
You muted. You muted.
Figure out how to press
Jazz.
a mute button.
He's fucking talking. Jazz. Jazz, you muted.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
You know you muted.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I'm not muted. I'm not muted. You're kidding. That'd be really funny if you spent like the next 10 minutes pretending I was muted, being like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. But yeah, I think I've got to take that. I don't
Oh,
think
is Jeremy
absolutely
speaking?
anyone will disagree with. Fuck! I'm not muted.
Oh, you're the me of
it.
the band. Okay, I get it now.
For you, I can only see that being a good thing, based on what I know
That's a
about
great
you.
thing. He's efficient.
Yeah, so I've got to take that. I think anyone will disagree with. And I think it's removing those like really high guitar parts, like Humanity's Last Breath style, like it's like, and not to mention we have a bunch of those and don't follow.
Oi.
So it sounds
It's like
good.
the worst shit.
It sounds good, but I'm not. But I'm getting older, and I want my ears to be like preserved. So and the more that those like happen, what are you doing, Andy?
Hey, no, the more those happen,
back
the
in
more
the
people
closet,
hear your
Andy.
bass.
But man, like
Can
I
you
think
try, I
I
think?
get what you mean though. Like I think sometimes a cool like sonic thing comes around and then it just gets overused.
This is a piece of art and it needs to be protected.
I've got the blue one. I've got the blue one, man. I've got the bass version of it. so
Same.
it's-
I have the exact same. I've got the blue DigiWork Tech.
yeah.
I've got like the pitch to set up on the QC and everything. We love loading our songs with those high, the screeches and everything. And
That's
it's just
only
great.
live.
I think
That's only
I
live.
enjoy them. No, I enjoy listening to them. Like that's the problem. They sound good, but I just feel like it's not going to be good for me in the long run.
That's why you need hearing
I
protection.
See what you
understand
mean,
now.
But so it's like I'll get too addicted to it, and then it's gonna like. But
Right.
I
I
actually
thought you were
feel.
saying it is a bad thing.
Yeah,
So
no.
let's
It's
do the
more of a
opposite.
like
Instead of the
bad
high
for my
things, we
ears.
drop we start dropping to, instead of be 2 octaves up, we go for the 2 down. So now it's gonna be, instead of be it's gonna be
No.
No.
So this is why I really think we need to eliminate guitar players out of the metal scene because at first
Bass
it's gonna
all the
be 3
time.
basses playing.
they're just
on
going
stage.
too low.
Bro's trying to start the
And
next
what,
omnific.
like, if Ben's like playing in a drop E, and that's already like I don't go any lower.
That's not
normally than,
even
like,
the lowest
drop
we go.
E.
I know it's not.
No, we
but
play lower.
We play low.
It
The do
doesn't give me
follows
much
in
space to
double
go.
drop C sharp.
Yeah.
And
That's
nobody
fine.
really likes hearing guitars anyway. Everyone likes the sound of the bass, particularly now that you've got the dark glass pedals, the bass
And the drums.
tone, and the drums and the vocals. We really can eliminate the guitar players. They smell bad, and they're just like all their gear is too expensive. They use up all like the
As
the
a
band
bass
funds and
player
all
of
the
20 years,
equipment.
I have to say that I think that is the most genius idea I've ever heard in my life, and I would like to be vice president of this club that you're starting, because this is
Well, hey, Raph, what was that band we saw in Metal to the Max who had the bass player and the drummer?
Hell Machine. Hell Machine.
Hell Machine.
Bass player
If
and
you
drummer,
want some of that,
two-piece fucking.
That's it. That's
Heck,
it.
Right, like a
That
metal
is it.
version
And it
of
was the most
Royal Bloods.
insane fucking sound I've ever.
Yeah, it was hectic. They were Hell Machine. They were one of the bands that, like, when we were interviewing people and we were like, who's surprised you? Who's really impressed you this weekend? Everyone said Hell Machine. They were just like off the. That was so fucking
They were
good.
insane.
I've never heard of them. I got to look them up now. 100%. This could
You
start
really-
something. This would really
you
start
really
something
do.
for me right
But yeah,
now.
like you got them. You got Omnific doing the more proggy kind of thing with
Yeah.
the multi bass thing as
Yeah.
well. Like it's out there, you know. But no,
I love Omnific too, but yeah, I think we could spread it further. It could like
Yeah,
No,
do the whole like Spinal Tap thing.
Mate.
You know, just everyone gets a fucking
yeah.
gets a bass
Oh.
and just
I went to a
Love
show on the weekend, probably 2 weeks ago, and this bass player, and I'm using this very in fucking inverted commas bass player, has got up there and he's playing, and he had a guitar in his hands. As far as I'm concerned,
it was a
he
Squire
had a
bass
guitar in his
6.
hand. It was that. And I've walked
The
up to him
bass.
and I've gone, dude,
yeah.
where's the bass? Like all I could hear was bass, and you don't have a bass. I've got this Squire 6 thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
you have a really fucking good baritone. That is all you have.
No, it's a bass. It's a bass. It's a
it's a
hybrid.
really
weird,
good baritone.
It's a weird hybrid machine that kind of sits in this in between space. That is,
Blame Loath for all of that.
yeah,
But here's my dickhead brain going, plug that into a guitar amp with a fuck ton of distortion.
yeah. That's what some people do. It's what some people do. I mean, it's set up.
the most sort of
It's very popular in a lot of like country stuff. You find it because you get a very like twangy kind of sound out of it. So
Oh, it was a beautiful sound.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Like what got me was such thick strings.
yep.
Because I always gauge the bass on
Ernie Ball
whether
makes
I
a
could feel
set.
it through my feet.
Ernie Ball
Whether
makes
I
a
could
set
feel-
specifically for those.
Mate, it sounded just like a fucking a big bad boy.
I think
the most sought after like Squire guitar.
Yeah, I had
Ever.
one. I had one for a while, but I had it just to have it, and I wasn't using it, so I ended up selling it. But it was I think that the Ernie Ball set of strings, the E's like a 92 or something on it, so it's pretty.
I think
pretty
Horizon
hefty.
devices are doing that as well.
Yeah. All right, last one.
Andy,
Last one, Andy.
was it
You're up.
Andy?
Yep.
Andy, you're up, man.
My
Brazilians.
bandmates already gave too many good points that took out of my idea, especially the part of eliminate guitarists. That's what I'm gonna say. So he stole my idea. But
Eliminate Brazilians.
eliminate Brazilians.
Hey!
No
You're
more
starting to sound like
Portuguese. No
Donald
more
Trump now.
Portuguese.
We can't have that. Like
I'm Brazilian. It's my right
No
of
more
speech.
Portuguese.
Nah, I think no. Like if we eliminate Brazilians, we never gonna have Sepultura. You know why? Because
That's true.
Slipknot just started sound with the bloody thing with the percussion part because of Sepultura. So Slipknot will never
100%.
exist.
I will fucking agree with that 110%.
And
I'm
they
glad you said
started
that.
off. They
It's
actually
coming up,
started off the
right?
I'll
roots.
agree with that 110%.
yeah.
They actually started off the roots, and they's like, no, these guys.
that makes so much sense. It's actually stupid.
No,
I
they
didn't
actually,
realise it earlier.
that's actually true. I think forgot the name of the clown guy.
Yeah.
He already mentioned
Sean.
that the production of the one of the albums, like, look, we're gonna start putting that thing on because it sounded like these roots from Sepultura. They started doing this. We're gonna add that to Slipknot, and then they're like, yeah, let's do it.
Yep. I hadn't heard that before, but it
Roots
makes
is
all
my
the sense in
favourite
the
album.
world.
Like
Yeah.
it does. It's
Yeah.
just so stupid. It makes so much sense.
Anyway, what I would remove actually is, I think the bands. We talked about that at the podcast about collabs between bands. I think the bands should start should stop in thinking individually and start thinking a bit more collective in the scene. Like, I understand everybody wants to make big or play good shows, this and that, but let's be honest, like, it's probably 1% of the bands will reach like a famous level, that level that you're gonna be touring and then playing big shows and then pay your bills with your music. So if you're a dick with the mates that you play with together on the same bill, or you don't want to be cooperating with all the bands, or the scene is too split, like everybody wants to be individual, like then the underground scene will be always be underground, and this is awesome because majority of the best bands are on the underground scene, but no one goes further. Like, you're never gonna reach another level. Like, I think if every band start to help each other and then like do more collaborations, do more like mix the styles. Like, we're talking about the Big Four, and then like Anthrax did the song with Run DMC. Like, there is this band. There is this band that I like called I think it's called Soundwave. Is this guy that I found on Spotify, on what was the name, Instagram, a while ago, that he does like reggae covers of metal songs. And then he actually started a reggae band that does breakdowns. It's called Aura Wave. So he's a reggae band and he does breakdowns. I think it's called Aura Wave, if I'm not wrong. And then this guy's, his profile is called Nathan Aura Music or something like that. I think it's good cooperating, and you actually find like new crowds, new people to listen to your song. That's all. You spread your song around.
Yeah, but I think collaboration is just, and working together is just so important. Not just in terms of making songs, but I mean, again, we've said this before on the thing. It's like, it's not a zero-sum game. You know, like, if my band helps your band, that doesn't hurt my band. You know, it's not taking away an opportunity from my band to help your band out where we can. You know, and when when bands are helping each other up and trying to support one another and help each other promote their stuff, sharing each other's stuff, encouraging people to support other bands as well, it helps. That's where you get a healthy scene. That's where you get everyone's doing well. You're encouraging people to go out to shows because the energy's good, the vibes are good, people want to be there. It's not like, oh, every time I go to a show there's a fight, or every time I go to a show there's like fucking bands are filthy at each other or whatnot, or, you know, it's just like the bands have to build that energy, because if the bands aren't building that energy, the fans can't get into it. The fans can't get in on it, and you just end up with what happened in the Sydney scene in the 2010s, when shit just kind of went market. Like, and just everything fucking died for a while there. You know? Like, I was there. I saw it happen right in fucking front of me. Like, and bands would
people pick sides.
Bands would be filthy at each other for no fucking reason. Like, and it hurts everything, and it's no good. It's no good.
Was that around the time?
My big issue with the whole scheme of that thing is that, yes, you have every right to dislike or not like or fucking whatever another band.
It doesn't have to be.
But there needs to be a degree of professionalism. At the end of the day, guess what?
Yeah.
You're all playing at the same broadcast pub, not getting paid.
Yeah, you don't have to be best mates.
Humble and get through the fucking show.
Just respect, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't have to be best mates, but you have to be colleagues. You have to be colleagues and work.
I said the band was Aura Wave, but it's actually Aurora Wave.
I'm looking at them right now. They're very good.
Yeah. So like one thing is, like, you don't want to cooperate or collab with a band that has a bad name on the scene because they did dodgy things that we don't like to mention, and that's a criminal thing. It's different.
Yeah.
But if you just like, oh, we are better than they, or I play guitar better than this guy, or I sing better than the other one, like, get fucked. Like, you're not a professional. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Like,
you know what I think with that should happen is prove it. If you think you're
Yeah.
better than that fucking other person,
Yeah,
get
but
them on the
they're
track
not-
and fucking prove
But
it.
they're not
Get
going.
'em in the
They're not
collab
going to
and
do that.
prove it.
They're not going to do that, Kyle, because they're too gutless to actually say it to the person's face.
No, just have a fucking.
They're too
muck around
gutless
and
to say it to
enjoy
the person's face. All they want to do is sit at the back of the room, fucking with a sour look on their face and their arms folded,
Yeah.
because the guy that's on stage with a shittier amp than them that costs about a fifth as much as what they played is playing
Bass.
better, and there's more people liking their shit. And yes, I might be speaking from some very personal experience here. You know who you are. But anyway, we'll wrap that up there before I go too hard and actually start naming names. But look, there you go. That was the quick question quarter. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this week. It's been awesome to chat to you guys. Again,
That was a
we
great
will have
chat.
lyrics down there, not lyrics, links. We'll have links down there in the description to all of this stuff from Blkmoth. You guys need to go and check out the track that they've already dropped, and keep an eye out for the new one that they got coming out. So go and follow them on socials so you can get on it right away. Thank you very, very much to Andy, Jez, Matthew, Daniel, and Ben for hanging out with us. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I have been the Reverend Raph. He has been the Beer Buddy Kyle, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel, and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.